My dear students, in this session we will study about evolution of computers. Okay, so see what happened in early computers. You know very well it is a fast calculating machine. It performs various operations. As the human being is creative, he does a lot of calculation. Obtaining accurate calculations in less time has been a challenge for human beings since long. So for this purpose, many calculating devices came. Okay, before invention of the computer, many calculating devices came. So what devices came? So that we have to study. So let us see one by one. So first was abacus. Abacus was first invented in China more than 5,000 years ago. It could perform simple calculation, addition, subtraction. Right? It was also used in Russia and Japan. Later, you can see this kind of abacus was there. Some beads were there into the wires. Right? So it was a simple calculating machine. Then in this invention, the new device came, Napier's bones. Napier's bones was a calculating device. It was invented by Sir John Napier in 1616. It is made up of a set of rectangular rods for doing addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So you can see this kind of that structure was there of Napier's bones. So there is one more thing. Carved bones were used in Napier's calculating device. Due to this fact, the device is known as the Napier's bone. So let us go to the next device, Pascaline. Okay, so there was a person, Blaise Pascal, who invented this calculator. Okay, he was the mathematician, French mathematician, and he used a rectangular box with 8 movable wheels. Alright, so you can see this kind of that Pascal adding machine. Okay, so this device came. Then Jacquard's card. Joseph Maria Jacquard developed an automatic weaving system in 1801 for weaving patterns into fabrics. Okay, using the cards with the punched holes. This was the beginning of the concept of punch cards. You can see what was exactly that thing. The use was for the weaving patterns into the fabrics using cards with punched hole to make a different kind of style on the fabric. After that, the difference engine came. Okay, and it was invented by Charles Babbage, who was also the father of computer. He was an English mathematician. To calculate mathematical tables, he invented difference engine in 19th century. The difference engine was not accurate. Although it was not accurate, so later on he invented that one more, analytical engine. So Charles Babbage also invented this analytical engine. It was driven by steam power and it had almost all parts of a modern computer. Right? So we can consider this is the main machine in the role of invention of the computer. And you know, Charles Babbage is also considered as the father of computer. So you can see this was the difference engine and this was the analytical engine. This was the man who is the father of computer. Okay, behind this success story. And after that, in 1946, the ENIAC computer was invented, and it was a very big machine. The weight of this machine was 30 tons. Right? So let us go forward. Next, there is a census machine. A mathematician, Dr. Hollerith, built a device. Later, it was known as census tabulating machine. It was the first used to tabulate census data, means to collect the population data in 1980. Dr. Hollerith used the concept of Jacquard's card. He later on founded the tabulating machine company named IBM. It is very, very popular. That is International Business Machine, right? So this was that census machine to collect and to count the pollution, right? So let us go to the next topic. Classification of computers. So generation wise what happened, so this we will study. So first generation covers the period 1947 to 1956. What happened in this? The first electronic computer was invented. The name of that computer was Mark I. It was very big in the length. The length was about 15 meters. Okay, next ENIAC, electronic numerical integrated and computer, was the most popular computer of this generation, and its weight was around 27 tons. Right. In this some memory capability were also inserted, but added that. In this Mark I there was not like that large memory capacity. In this some memory capacity were added, right? Then next second generation, the period covers from 1956 to 1964, right? It contained all essential parts of a modern computer. They were smaller in size than the first generation computers, and the languages such as COBOL and Fortran were used during this period. As you know, COBOL and Fortran are the Fortran is a high level language, right? It is very easier to give the instructions to the computer. Next, in third generation what happened? New devices like scanner, MICR came into using this period, and memories had large capacities to store the data and information. And in this generation, operating system were also used in the computer, operating system, right, which makes possible interaction between the user and the hardware. Next, fourth generation. So this generation period cover the period 1971 to 1982. These computers were having extremely large memories, and they have improved storage devices, right? And computers can be linked together so that they can share the information. In fifth generation computer, the period refers to 1982 onwards. 1982 onwards till now, the computers of this period have an extremely large storage capacity, and the size was very, very smaller, right? And they are able to make accurate decisions, and in true sense we can call that the age of supercomputers. Many supercomputers came in this generation. Param, Anurag, these are the names of supercomputers, okay, which were invented in India. Alright, so rest of the things I will discuss in next part. So thank you, thanks for watching.